You are now tuned in to the Truth Speaking Beacon, Amigo Fresh. On today's Twitter Reacts, we're going to look at how Twitter users reacted to Ted Cruz's recent trip to Cancun and his jokes about it at CPAC. So this past weekend was CPAC, which stands for Corrupt Politicians Acting Corrupt. Or CPAC, where COVID is ignored and sedition is praised. CPAC, where this happened. And she two-stepped and cha-cha'd in them hills, so good on her. At CPAC, Ted Cruz, who looks like a Catholic priest who asks altar boys if they can keep a secret. Ted Cruz, who just recently went to Cancun while Texas suffered. Side note, a lot of people go to Mexico to get cheaper medical procedures. So, Ted Cruz, why didn't you get a spine? Now, Ted Cruz, he spoke at CPAC, and he mocked COVID restrictions, saying that the masks are just dumb. He mocked Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, even though she just raised millions for Texans.
Bernie is wearing mittens. And AOC is telling us she was murdered.
He said that the Republican Party is not a party of country clubs, and it's a party of hardworking blue-collar men and women. Sir, the leader of the party lives at a country club, literally. And then he made this joke about the Cancun trip.
Orlando is awesome. It's not as nice as Cancun. But it's nice.
So here's how Twitter users reacted.
View from the desert wrote, I saw the coverage of Ted Cruz doing his wannabe stand-up comedy act at CPAC. He was making jokes about how Orlando is nice, but it's no Cancun. This piece of shit Grandpa Munster-looking SOB is as stupid as he is tone-deaf. His people died and suffered and he thinks it is funny. AZMI tweeted, if I see any of y'all voting for Ted Cruz's bitch ass, I'm throwing hands. He dead ass flew over to Mexico while we were freezing our asses off with no power. Gerardo Barron wrote, the same guy that mocked California for not having power when we had fires. Fuck Ted Cruz, he a bitch and a half. Milo Stan said, Ted Cruz built like a bitch for hopping on a plane to a county he wanted a border wall for while people in his state are dying, like a bitch. Jason Overstreet poetically writes, roses are red, violets are blue. Biggest piece of shit on earth is Ted Cruz. Meg Arn says, I've decided, shitful is a word we can use now, because saying, Ted Cruz is full of shit, wastes too much breath on him. Ted Cruz is shitful. Luke Lana 723 tweets. Today is another day I can say f*** you Rafael Cruz. Please go back to Canada or Cuba, just leave us alone you piece of shit. And take your dumb-ass wife with you. I mean your wife Trump, not your actual wife.